Peace to the gods. You feel me? Peace to all the gods and all the goddesses. Welcome back to another chance and opportunity. You feel me? Another chance and opportunity. We about to go into the new one in a minute. The sun about to go down. Alan Green, what up? Elohim, peace, reflection. How you feeling? How you feeling today, God? Trent, what up? Like the Most High Chief Babaji teaches us, melanin is not only a skin pigment. We've been ignorant. You feel me? We be being ignorant. And we stay on the surface and don't do our research as to what melanin is. We all talk about black power, but don't know what black power is. You see what I'm saying? We talk about melanin, oh, my melanin popping and all this, but we don't know what melanin is. We don't know what dark matter is. We don't know what that triple black darkness is. So,
melanin, like I was saying, is not only a skin pigment. Melanin is the universe, right? The very sun that rises every day, that gives light to everything on this plane of existence. Behind that is dark matter. That light that's coming from that appears to be coming from the sky is the illusion of darkness. Like Chief teaches us, the sun is a less condensed version of dark matter, of melanin, the universe. It's a vacuum that's sucking through and shooting melanin on this plane of existence. That's what's behind the sun. Why do you think when you get in front of the sun and you stay out in the sun, you get darker? That's because the sun is streaming out melanin. Yeah, the sun is streaming out dark matter through that illusion. So that's what melanin is. Melanin is the universe. You feel me? Everything that you see in your reality contains melanin. For instance, we all like to think that, oh, he's black, she's black, I'm white, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Haitian, I'm Jewish, all these ethnicities. None of these titles matter. None of these titles matter. You have to remember, you're inner. And like Chi teaches us, there is no different races or different ethnicities. There's only one race, and that race is the human race. All human species are different shades of brown. If you look at the earth, look at the soil on the ground, look at the trees, they're brown. The three primary colors are red, blue, and yellow. Those three colors make brown. All colors are extensions of that darkness, of that brownness. Even Caucasians, Asians, Puerto Ricans, whatever it is, those beings are less melanated versions of the original black man and black woman. All human beings are genetic mutations of the original black man and black Chief teaches us. So there are three different types of melanin. We got eumelanin, which is the skin pigment that we all regularly refer to. We got pheomelanin, which is the melanin that's responsible for the pigment on your lips, the pigment for freckles, red hair, for albinoism, for pinkish to yellow shades of skin. That's a lesser shade of brown, pheomelanin. And then the third one is neuromelanin. Neuromelanin is the most important piece of melanin because that's the melanin in your brain and in your nervous system. That's what allows your consciousness to connect to the universe. So, we have to ask ourselves, what is melanin really? What is melanin really? If you go online, it'll show you that melanin is a super semiconductor. Melanin is a super semiconductor. Right? That's how special melanin is. Your melanin, your skin pigment, the melanin that you have in your body is worth more than gold. It's about $400 to $500 a gram. Gold is like $40 to $50 a gram. It's more valuable than gold. Do you know why? Do you want to know why your melanin is more worth than gold? Your melanin is worth more than gold because melanin can talk. Melanin can talk to electronic and ionic control circuitries. You're an electric being, like she teaches us. You're an electrical being. The human avatar is more electrical than chemical. We are electrical beings. We are light beings. Our body is a living light matrix. And melanin is the universe. That's what's behind the sun. So when you get in front of the sun, your melanin is actually communicating with the universe. Like she teaches us, the type and quality of melanin that you have enables you high-speed cosmic connection. It enables you to connect with Allah. It enables you to connect with your higher self. Yeah, melanin is consciousness. It's not just a skin pigment. Because melanin is a super semiconductor for light, for electricity, for heat, for sound. It's a transmitter to send and receive information, electrical signals. Light, everything comes in the form of light. Your whole reality is light. Quantum physics proves this to us. So melanin is a super semiconductor. But we have to break down these words. What is a super semiconductor? What is a conductor? You feel me? You got to go and do your research on it because I done did my research. You feel me? I done looked it up. And it'll show you that a conductor is a substance or a material that allows electricity to flow through it. That's what a conductor is. A conductor is a material that allows, a substance or a material that allows electricity to flow through it. Right? Chi teaches us that melanin is an antenna to connect you to your higher self. Your melanin is a SIM card. Just like the cell phone has a SIM card. Your melanin plays as a SIM card for your cell phone, for your cellular device, your human avatar, the body. So since we just found out that melanin is a super semiconductor for light, for electricity, and a conductor is a medium or a substance that allows electricity to flow through it. Okay, now Chi teaches us that the body is an antenna. Melanin is a power source or an antenna to connect us with the universe. Now, what is an antenna? Now, y'all go look up what the antenna is. As soon as you start reading the definition, an antenna is an array of conductors electrically connected to the receiver or transmitter. And antennas can be designed to transmit and receive light waves. So that's what a conductor is, an antenna. Melanin is a super semiconductor, which is an antenna. A conductor is an antenna. So melanin is an antenna that allows your being to transmit, send and receive signals from the universe. Electrical signals, which is light. Light impulses from the universe, from the sun, from your environment. So now we gotta understand, okay, our melanin is an antenna. Why is our melanin worth more than gold? Because they're using your melanin inside of your everyday home appliances. Your refrigerator, your stove, your motherfucking washer and your dryer, your cell phone. There's melanin in these electronic devices that we're using every day on a day-to-day basis. Matter of fact, they've been studying melanin to being electronic bio-friendly material since the 1970s. They've been studying our melanin since the 1970s. That's how much they know about our melanin. That's how much the lower self has did its research on how to keep us docile. You feel me? But we don't understand. We gotta go understand and do our research. We have to go understand, do our research to understand what melanin is. Melanin is just not a skin pigment. It's an antenna to connect you with your higher self, to connect you with God, to connect you with nature. You got melanin in your eyes. You got melanin in your hair. You got melanin in your skin. You feel me? Now, the melanin in your hair, right? Melanin is in your hair. Your hair is an antenna as well, right? The human body is an antenna. Your hair is black and brown for a reason. That's because you have melanin in it. Now, you have to remember that your hair is an extension of your nervous system. It's your crown chakra bursting out of your head, like Chi teaches us. It's connected to your nervous system through a nerve called the hair root plexus. The hair root plexus is a group of nerve fibers that connects to the end of each hair follicle, and it connects to your nervous system in the brain, and it allows electrical signals to be transmitted to and from your environment into your body when the cuticles inside your hair open up. Right? When your hair heats up and it opens up, you have something called cuticles. This is what allows your thoughts to permeate into your electromagnetic field. Your hair is very important. That's why Chi teaches us that it's important that we do not cut it. It's important that you do not dye your hair because your hair is your nervous system. You're a tree. You're a plant. If you cut off your hair, if you cut your hair, or you dye your hair, or you keep flat ironing your hair, you wearing weave all day, then your hair is not able to receive and transmit electrical signals to itself, to the rest of what you are. Remember, melanin can talk. You are in constant communication with the universe, with the all, with Allah. So that's what it means to be in the kingdom of heaven. Heaven means a spiritual everlasting state or communion with God or connection with God. God is nature. For you to be in heaven is for you to be in constant connection with God, with the all, peace to the gods. And that's what your melanin do. Your melanin enhances whatever it's in. That's what she teaches us. Melanin enhances whatever it's in. Right? The melanin you have on your skin, it's a battery. It's being used as a battery. Like the melanin in your skin actually absorbs light from the sun and it harnesses it and uses it for energy. And it also protects your skin from harmful light radiation. Your melanin is being used as a battery to harness dark matter. So whatever melanin is in, it amplifies. And if you lack neuromelanin, then your melanin is going to be a battery to power your ignorance. If you have knowledge of self, and you have the correct or properly aligned astrological program as far as your neuromelanin is concerned, then your melanin will be used as a battery to enhance and amplify that perception that you have. But it's talking. Your melanin is constantly communicating with the universe. And depending on what type of quality you have, is going to determine your reception or your ability to connect with the supreme. You feel me? With what is. And we're going to get into that. We're going to get back to the hair, right? So with the hair, we've been programmed and taught to cut our hair. Everybody want to go get tapers and number 1.5, number 2 brush wave length haircuts. No, that's actually white supremacy. It's something called the MK Ultra, like Machi teaches us. The MK Ultra is a CIA tactic that was used to basically psychologically screw over their opposition. And this is how it works. If you go on Google and you type in successful man, when you type that up, you're going to see a white man pop up with his hair cut, with some glasses, with a suit and tie on. If you look at successful woman, you're going to see a white woman pop up with long, stringy hair, or with a haircut, with blonde hair, with red hair. You're not going to see a melanated being pop up. If you do, they're going to be wearing weave, or it's going to be a bald head black dude, or it's going to be a black dude with a haircut. They don't show us the real, right? You got to remember that, like Chi teaches us, the black man and the black woman is the head of humanity. All species come from the original black man and black woman. We are the head of the planet. Pyramid. We are the head of the planet. But they don't show us that. Our lower self does not show us that. Of course they're not going to show us that. That's the whole point. The devil's not going to show you and tell you that you're God. It's going to show you something else. It's going to show you confusion. And that's what we're seeing. So we have to be more intelligent and go do our research and understand that, okay, we're being psychologically fucked over. And when we go and type these things in on Google, we're seeing our lower self. We're not glorified. Our hair is not glorified. Our skin color is not glorified. We talk about black power and black lives matter, but we don't understand the power to our blackness. We don't understand what's power in our blackness. If you understood your melanin, your dark matter, you would know that the sun was powering your black matter, like she teaches us. And we need to be in tune with the sun. We need to be connected to the sun. You feel me? John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. For whoever so be alive in it, believe in it, be alive in it, shall not perish but have everlasting life. We are to get in tune with the sun, because the sun is what's going to power our melanin. Melanin repairs DNA. DNA is your mind, like she teaches us. So melanin is very important that we research and we understand. But I don't want to go too far into it. I'm going to save some of that for another download. But the hair is very important, because that's another way that your antenna is connecting you to the universe. You feel me? Even if you want to manifest, whatever you want to manifest, she teaches that the more your hair is coiled and is not tampered with. Say if you got locks right now, not dreads, locks. You feel me? If you got locks right now and your antennas is locked up and it's coiled up, then you're able to, well, that's automatically enhancing your electromagnetic field. Because if you know anything about electrical engineering, the more turns of a wire, the stronger the field it produces. So with your melanin and with your hair being coiled, right? Black people, melanated beings, more melanated beings have 9 ether hair. That's why our hair coils up and it wants to kink up like this. That's why it likes to lock up. It ain't nappy. You don't got a kitchen in the back of your head. Don't let nobody make fun of you. You got the best hair on the planet, like Machi teaches us. You have the most conducive hair on the planet because it's more metallic. It has more copper and zinc and magnesium in it that allows your melanin, which is a super semiconductor for metals, for electricity, for any type of energy, is going to amplify you. So the more turns, the more coiled your hair is, the higher your electromagnetic field, the higher your aura. The stronger your aura, your auric field will be, your magnetic field will be. And it's a beautiful thing because, you know, they say like if the longer you grow your hair out, the stronger it make you more healthier. I mean, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, like she teaches, because your hair is connected to your nervous system. It's literally your nervous system growing out of your head. So why are we cutting off our nervous system? Why are we dyeing our nervous system with chemicals? Do you know that when you dye your hair with a chemical, with relaxers or bleach or hair dye, you're doing exactly what the word says. You're dying. You're killing it. You feel me? And thou shalt not kill. That's one of the motherfucking laws. When you put dye in your hair, you strip your hair of its melanin. If you don't got no melanin in your hair, then you're not connected. You have no connection. So don't dye your hair. Don't cut your hair off. I don't care what your hair look like. Go through that little ugly stage. Go through that little ugly stage. Be you authentically, unapologetically. Fear not. You feel me? Don't fret not. Let it grow out. Your hair naturally wants to grow out of your hair. If you leave your hair alone, if anybody in the world was to leave their hair alone, like she teaches, I guarantee you, your hair would freeform. It don't matter what skin color you are, none of that. Well, if you leave your hair alone, it will lock up naturally because your hair is a fine metal. And since your hair is a fine metal, it makes it very much so conducive with melanin. Because melanin is a super semiconductor, an antenna for consciousness, for light. And it keeps you in constant connection with the universe, right? The type and quality of melanin you have is going to determine the reception you have with your universe. So what's going to determine your type and quality is how much melanin you have and your neuromelanin. How dark is your skin, right? Your melanin is the brown to dark brown pigment. Okay, if you got melanin, if you got a lot of melanin, then that's going to be used as a battery in your skin to harness light, to harness energy. It's going to amplify your being. Okay, now neuromelanin, which is the most important the part of melanin. Neuromelanin is actually analogous to your astrological program, to your natal chart. Astrology and neuromelanin go hand in hand. This one, my chief is a fucking genius. Because don't nobody in today, as far as science goes, as far as the facts go, don't nobody teaches about astrology and melanin going hand in hand. Who do you know piecing together astrology and melanin? Other than the Most High Chief Babaji. Who do y'all know piecing together astrology and neuromelanin? I don't know nobody. And neuromelanin is synonymous with astrology because it represents how much water and earth energy that you have in your mind, right? If you have the correct placements and alignment, the correct positions of water and energy, water and earth in your chart, then this is going to allow you to be able to feelize the universe. Remember, the universe is melanated. Behind the sun is dark matter, melanin. So, like she teaches us, feeling is knowing. So, when you have a lot of earth and water energy in the right positions in your natal chart, this allows you to have a lot of neuromelanin. This allows your being to feel your environment, to feelize the universe. You don't know something until you can feel it, like she teaches us. If I told you that, hey, it's cold outside, and you never knew what cold was, you're like, okay, it's cold outside. Then you're going to go outside without a coat, and it's cold, it's snowing outside. Now you feel it. Your nervous system has felt it. Now you actually feel and know what it's like to be cold. And that's what it's like to feelize the universe. The more melanin you have, the more you can feel God. The more you can be in tune with your higher consciousness. You see what I'm saying? So, neuromelanin is just like your astrological program. Look into your natal chart and see if you got earth and where you got water energy at. Where you got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Where are those energies placed out in your chart? Are they in rulership? Are they in the right positions and placements? If so, then you have an abundance of neuromelanin, and you're able to feelize God. You're able to feelize the universe more than somebody else that has more fire and air signs in their chart. They're going to be less disconnected because that's masculine energy. Water and air energy, water and fire, water and earth, those are feminine energies. The feminine energy is able to feel more. It's ruled by emotions. So the more neuromelanin you have, the more you can feel, right? And not to mention, you can be the darkest motherfucker on this planet, but got a bunch of but got a bunch of fire and air signs, got a bunch of Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If you got a lot of those energies in your natal chart, then it renders you more disconnected from what is, because that's masculine energy. Masculine energy is more logical, so it's less feeling, it's less emotional, so it's not feeling too much, and it's more destructive. Masculine energy is here to build and destroy. You feel me? So neuromelanin is important, and the amount of neuromelanin or your astrological program is going to determine where your consciousness is at. That's why she teaches us that it's important to study astrology along with your melanin. You feel me? Because your neuromelanin just gonna amplify your thoughts. That's all that is. Astrology is the patterns of consciousness, the patterns of how your mind wants to use your thoughts to shape and manifest your reality. Melanin just gonna amplify your thoughts. That's what it's gonna do. It's gonna amplify your mind and your thoughts. If you got a bunch of demonic thoughts, if you a negative thinking person and you got dark skin, then it's gonna amplify your negative thoughts. If you Caucasian and you got a lot of earth and water signs and placements in your chart in the right positions, then you're gonna be angelic. You feel me? You're gonna be an angelic being. These are the Caucasians and the less melanated beings that we see with freeform locks, eating healthy, grounded to the earth, playing the guitar, being into they love black people. You feel me? Because they got that spirit. They're connected to the universe, which is melanin, dark matter, the triple black darkness, the quantum field of infinite possibilities. You see what I'm saying? Let y'all know that, like Chi says, your body, the human body is a cell phone. Yes, your body is a cell phone. It is a cellular device. And just like the cell phone, it got a SIM card in it. Like, look at the phone. The phone is black. It got melanin in it. Like, you feel me? This shit crazy. Like, the phone has a SIM card in it. The SIM card is congruent to your melanin. The melanin in your body and inside your brain and nervous system is congruent to the SIM card inside of the cell phone. And I'll show you how. Just like the SIM card in the cell phone gives you service and connects you to the cell phone, tower, the melanin in your skin, in your hair, in your eyes, in your brain, inside of your nervous system plays as a SIM card to connect you to your tower, which is the sun. The sun is the cell phone tower for the human body, and your melanin is the SIM card that gives you reception and give you signal to that tower. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? That shit crazy, man. Shout out my Chi. This is some next level shit, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, this God talk, y'all. This God talk. Your body is a cell phone, and your melanin is a SIM card. The cell phone tower for your body is the sun. Now watch this, just like with the sun, right? Depending on what type of service you got with your cell phone, you might have T-Mobile, you might have Metro, you might have Cricket, you might have Boost Mobile, you guys might have Virgin Mobile, you might have AT&T. Now some services are better and they have better quality and give you better connection than other SIM cards. Now, if your cell phone lacks melanin and lacks neuromelanin, then you're not gonna have no signal to the R. You're not gonna get that good of a connection. Your ass might be getting 2 bars. You see what I'm saying? You might be getting 2 bars depending on how dark your skin is and depending on how much earth and water you got in your natal chart, how much neuromelanin you got in your brain and nervous system. That's why you gotta go study your natal chart to see how much melanin you got in there. Go see what earth and what water energy you got in your chart, and we can see how much neuromelanin you got, because that's what's going to determine what consciousness you on. That's going to determine your frequency. Remember, melanin is a super semiconductor for light, for electromagnetic energy. That's light. The sun gives off electromagnetic radiation. That is light. If you go look at the light spectrum, melanin is able to absorb all frequencies of the light, depending on your melanin. But light is consciousness. So depending on how much melanin you got in your skin, which is going to be used as a battery to amplify your neuromelanin, you really want to know how much neuromelanin you got. You really want to know about your natal chart, about the neuromelanin in your brain and your nervous system. So depending on how much neuromelanin you got, that's going to determine the service that you get to the universe, right? For instance, some people got blue eyes, but we know melanin is dark brown. So I see life way more vividly than somebody with blue eyes. For instance, somebody with straight, stringy hair, with 6 ether hair. Well, I have 9 ether hair. My hair is more coiled. I'm going to have more of a heightened experience when it comes to my antenna connecting to my universe. You see what I'm saying? So, study your melanin. Melanin gives you high-speed cosmic connection, like my Chi teaches us. It amplifies your consciousness. It amplifies your astrological program, right? Because life is an expression of genetic code. And we are all different fractal pieces of God, different pieces of the all, of the sun, vibrating on different frequencies of itself. And we all have different portions of melanin. Genetically, we all have different types and qualities of melanin. But essentially, we all have melanin. So we are all, there's just one race, and that is the melanated race, which is the human race. And the more brown you are, and the more connected you are to the universe through your neuromelanin, your earth and your water energy in your chart, the more signal and the better your connection to your higher self. You feel me? So go study that, man. Melanin is a DNA repair. Yeah. In Japan in 2011, when they had that Hiroshima bombing and all that radiation was out there, yeah, they was giving all the Japanese people a plant called the chaga plant. And 25% of the pigment on the chaga plant was made up out of melanin. So they was giving people the chaga plant that had melanin in it to repair their DNA from radiation, from harmful radiation from the environment. That's how powerful your melanin is. It heals your DNA. Your DNA is your mind. DNA is the mind of God, like Chi teaches us. Your DNA is the molecular blueprint that make up who you are. And your melanin can heal it. But first, in order for you to heal your melanin, and for you to heal your mind, your consciousness, you gotta first repair your melanin. You gotta clean your melanin. You gotta clean your blood first, right? That's why Chi teaches about biology. We are all cells living inside the body of God. You're a cell. And the cell can only vibrate as high as its environment. Your cell, which contains melanin, needs sunlight. And we already know here in the northern hemisphere, we're not getting the correct sunlight. We're getting UVA and not much of UVB at all. We need UVB in order for us to produce melanin in our body, like my Chi teaches us. Oh, y'all don't know how melanin is produced, huh? Melanin is made through the pituitary gland. There's something called the diencephalon. The diencephalon is a part of the master glands inside the middle of your brain. And the pituitary gland, along with the pineal gland, but the pituitary gland, most certainly, when your body receives UVB from the sun, right? Here in the northern hemisphere, we're not getting UVA. You gotta go to the tropics or the subtropics, right? I'm in Georgia right now. This is the subtropics, so I'm getting some UVB, right? Closer to the equator, near the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, like Chi teaches us, that's where the sun is at its most powerful, at its most premium, because it's near the equinox and the equator, right? We're getting an abundant of UVB, ultraviolet radiation from the sun in those longitude and latitudes around the world. Here in the northern hemisphere, we're really not getting none. And if you're not in the south, in the northern hemisphere, your ass getting an abundance of UVA. UVA is what promotes skin cancer. UVA is the same as the tanning booth lights that you go to when you go to Planet Fitness or LA Fitness. That's the same light that you have in the tanning booths. Here, they feed us genetically modified foods. Not everybody eating holistically from the earth. So when you eat genetically modified foods, those harmful microRNAs, those parasites, or those microscopic beings, they live in your body. They don't like the sun. That's why you would see somebody that's obese, that's overweight, that eat a lot of bullshit food. They hate being in the sun. When they get in the sun, they say it's hot. But that don't be them saying it. That be the fucking parasites saying it inside their body. They be, I'm melting. Them niggas be melting. Because that UVA is burning up toxins in the body. That's why you see what we call Caucasians or white people. That's why you see white people getting sunburn. Black people get sunburned too, but you're not supposed to get sunburned. The only reason why you getting sunburned and you need sunscreen outside is because you eat bullshit food. It's because you eat GMO toxic food, and those microscopic beings, those parasites get burnt up when the sun hits your body. Because the sun actually is repairing you. The sun is trying to heal your motherfucking DNA. It's trying to heal and regenerate your cells. But if your cells don't have the right nutrients and the right microRNAs, then they're not going to be getting the right codes and instructions to heal and repair themselves. So we need UVB in order for us to produce melanin, right? UVB comes from a tropical environment. They say that we need vitamin D. Destiny, peace to the gods. Peace, goddess. They say that we need vitamin D. Oh, drink your milk. Why the fuck is you drinking milk to get vitamin D? Matter of fact, first and foremost, that we live in a natural environment, in a natural habitat. Why would you drink cow milk to receive any type of nutrients? Why? Do that make sense? Would you put your child up, you feed your child Similac, right? Would you put your child, or would you put your fucking self up under a cow nipple and drink that milk? Probably not. So why would you feed it to your child? Why would you eat it with cereal? Why would you make it in your food and your mac and cheese and all your desserts? Why would you be using milk? You don't get vitamin D from fucking milk. And that's not vitamin D that we get from the sun. What they call vitamin D that we get from UVB from the sun is actually a hormone called steroid. So that vitamin D is not a vitamin. It's not a vitamin. That's misinformation. Them telling us and programming us that it was vitamins had us going to eat all type of dairy products and shit, man. Which we know that dairy causes dis-ease, imbalance inside the body. It causes excess mucus and inflammation in the body, which causes us to get sick. It causes our blood to coagulate and to thicken up. And now we fucking stressed out. Now our nervous system going through it. Now we got electrical malfunctions because we want to be a calf. Because we want to be a cow because we think we need vitamin D from the sun. No. You don't need vitamin D from the sun to produce melanin. Like Chi teaches us, you need hormone D. And hormone D is actually going to be produced by the sun in a tropical climate. And it's going to allow your pituitary gland to release a hormone in your being called MSH. Do anybody know what MSH is? Son of Ra, what's good? Peace to all the guys and the goddesses in the room, man. You feel me? Shout out my chief, Free the 3. Do anybody know what MSH is? Who know what MSH is? Because we talking about melanin, you feel me? Everybody talk about black power and Black Lives Matter, but we don't understand the technologies of melanin. We don't understand the basics and the foundations of melanin. You can get vitamin D from oranges and fish, but guess what, Destiny? Oranges and fish are the sun. An orange can't grow without the sun. A fish can't live without the sun. It can't grow without the sun. It's all the sun. So we need to get closer to the sun, not drink the fucking milk that comes from the cow. Everything is the sun, so we need to get closer to our natural environment where the sun is at its most premium, where the sun is producing UVB so that we can get hormone D, which is a steroid, not a vitamin, and then our pituitary gland is going to release MSH. MSH is melanocyte stimulated hormone. MSH is melanocyte stimulated hormone, Reflections. This hormone, which is also triggered by something called a gene called the MCR1 gene. This MSH, melanocyte stimulating hormone, is going to regulate the melanin production in your blood. It's going to allow your being to produce melanocytes. Melanocytes are mature skin pigment cells. That's what a melanocyte is. It's a skin cell that's mature. And inside of a melanocyte is something called a melanosome. These are small organelles inside of that skin cell, that melanocyte, that stores and synthesizes the melanin whenever the melanocyte needs it. So whenever your skin, your body needs melanin, the melanosomes that store the melanin inside your skin cell sends out melanin to your melanocyte, and your melanocyte has pigment. And this is what, in the melanin in your body is what's allowing your body to absorb harmful light rays. You feel me? Your melanin is very special. It's actually helping you not get fried by the sun. It's harnessing. Look, when the sunlight hits your melanin, hits your skin, your melanin absorbs it and dissipates that energy inside of your body to be used later on as kinetic energy in motion. So melanin is very technical. It absorbs sunlight and it dissipates it into the rest of the body so that it can utilize it later on for energy. It's not just, oh, I'm black and I'm proud. No. This shit is scientific. This shit is scientific. It's mathematical.